What happens when speed meets 80 unforgiving obstacles? Cars versus 80 speed bumps. 120 miles per hour torture test. Today, 10 cars enter the torture lane. One by one, they will hit 80 speed bumps at 120 miles per hour in a controlled simulation. All tests are simulated. Never attempt this in real life. Even a single speed bump at high speed can severely damage a car and cause loss of control. Each car gets one run. If it loses steering, sheds critical parts, or can no longer roll on its own, the run is over. All tests are driverless with remote control and onboard crash dummies for safety. Car 10, a lightweight city hatchback, designed for urban commuting, not brutality. A drone shot captures the car accelerating hard, with a digital overlay showing its speed rapidly climbing, 80, 100, 120 miles per hour. The front wheel hits the first bump in slow motion, the tire squashes into the rim, and the suspension compresses violently. Inside, the crash dummy's head whips forward, and the camera shakes aggressively. By bump 10 to 15, the front bumper scrapes off, the radiator sparks, and the exhaust drags on the ground. The little hatchback doesn't make it halfway. Total structural failure after just 28 bumps. Car 9, a family sedan, tuned for comfort over rough city streets, but never for this. At bumps 1 to 5, its long travel suspension soaks some energy, but the underbody scrapes hard. Close-up shots reveal shock absorbers bottoming out repeatedly, with oil mist leaking from one damper. Rear suspension tears apart, and the sedan limps to a smoking stop at the 39th bump. Car 8, a low-slum sports coupe. Great on smooth tracks, but low ride height is its enemy. From a ground-level camera, the front splitter hits the first bump, showering sparks under the nose. The exhaust gets ripped off, trailing behind the car on a glowing metal leash. Blown tires and destroyed aero end its run at just over a third of the torture lane. Car 7, a performance hot hatch, stiffer and stronger, but still a street car. At bumps 1 to 10, the car hops, but stays surprisingly composed. Suspension travel graph spikes, but recovers. Wheels camber out slightly from repeated hits, shown by a low rear-following shot. It fights hard and crosses the halfway mark, but a torn shock mount ends its charge. Car 6, a compact SUV, taller and softer, with more suspension travel to play with. From a side camera, the body heaves, but wheels stay in contact longer thanks to fatter tires. Slow-motion footage shows massive body roll as it hits alternating bumps. Roof rails oscillate violently. It survives deep into the gauntlet, but the front suspension finally folds under the abuse. Car 5, a luxury SUV with adaptive air suspension, designed to float over rough roads. An interior shot shows a champagne glass barely sloshing during the first few bumps, demonstrating isolation. External shots show the car quickly adjusting ride height, but repeated max compression cycles heat the dampers. When the air suspension fails, the luxury ends. The SUV dies at the 65th bump. Car 4, a heavy-duty pickup engineered for towing and rough work, with a reinforced frame and leaf springs. Slow-motion footage of the rear leaf springs flexing dramatically, with the bed bouncing but wheels staying planted. The frame visibly twists, bed gaps open and close slightly. It shrugs off most of a lane, but a broken spring snaps its streak just short of the finish. Car 3, a purpose-built off-road 4x4, designed to climb rocks and survive deserts. A front-on shot shows the 4x4 charging in. Tall tires swallow the first few bumps, chassis floating more than slamming. Wheels articulate dramatically. You see one wheel airborne while the others stay planted. It crosses the entire torture lane under its own power, but hidden damage is everywhere. Car 2, a reinforced SUV built to carry weight and survive extreme loads. A low rear shot shows the suspension compressing less, and its mass keeps it from bouncing as wildly. The SUV punches through bumps, tires deforming but recovering with minimal body roll. It conquers the entire gauntlet and stays more controllable than most, earning second place. Car 1, a performance super sedan, specially prepared with reinforced suspension and advanced damping control. An ultra close-up high-speed camera shot captures each wheel reacting independently to the first bump, compression, rebound, and the body staying eerily flat. The car's body line stays relatively level. only wheels dance up and down. Bent wheels, scarred underbody, but the suspension remains intact. In this insane simulation, the super sedan is the undisputed champion. In the real world, even one speed bump at high speed can destroy suspension, wheels, and even the road itself. Always slow down, protect your car, and stay safe.